Hey everybody, how you doing? Cool Spot from Cool Spot 84 here. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about Guilty Gear X. And yeah, this is a good little fighting game that we have not talked about yet. It's a good little exclusive. I'm not sure if it was released in the PAL region, but it was most certainly not released in the NTSC version. Now, if you are not familiar with the Guilty Gear series, there's been a lot of good installments that have been made, like XRD, and I can't really name off any others, but I'm just mostly familiar with this one because it's on the Dreamcast, right? But there are further iterations. I believe there's some on PS2, PS3, PS4. I'm not so sure how it's related to Neo Geo Battle Coliseum or Blaze Blue or anything like that. There's just all kinds of different fighting games out there in the wild. Now, you may have already noticed that this one is like a special little signed copy. Now, I've looked online on eBay, and whenever I see stuff listed or whatever, I see that it comes with the CD, but I'm not so certain if it comes signed like this. I don't know if mine is specifically unique because it's signed. I don't know, but I like that it's a cool little drawing and it's signed by somebody or another. I just think it's really neat, guys. It's a nice little conversation piece. No idea who it is. It would be nice if there was some sort of authentication or like a little signature or something, or a little note saying who it was. But yeah, it comes with this little CD, and took pictures of that too. And it's a little music CD, and I'm not really sure if it works on the Dreamcast. It should, but not 100%. It's been a while since I put it in. I don't know what it is, but this is Guilty Gear X, and yeah, it's really good to have good fighting variety. And it. I was just looking at my Japanese games and just kind of leafing through them, and I've been putting this one on the back burner too. I've been meaning to just kind of just go ahead and knock out the good ones. The ones I've been holding off on but are still really good. And the Dreamcast has so many good fighting games, as we all know. It's such a good system for fighting games, such good variety and stuff. Yeah, I like this series a lot better than like King of Fighters. I think King of Fighters is probably my least favorite fighting game series out there. Probably, I don't know. Like there's like Art of Fighting and stuff like that, and it's like meh. So, yeah. But when it comes to like stellar stuff, there's everybody loves Soul Calibur, and there's all the Capcom stuff. We could just say lump all of it. The Street Fighters, the Project Justice, and all that stuff. Plasma Sword, and I'm missing a bunch because there's just so many. It's hard to just think on a dime about what is the best fighting games, or like all of them. I don't have a photographic memory. But Guilty Gear X, yeah. I want to go ahead and get this knocked out of the way just for starters, since I was talking about this, so I can just kind of include this. But the little mini CD, I'm going to take it out of its little pouch here, and just see what I can do here. Take the game out, and just have this on camera just to get this little part out of the way. Let's unmute the TV, right? Pop this bad boy in. Now, I took pictures of this, but I didn't really show it off like in its proper form. And the back of the CD, as you can tell, when I was taking it out, I wasn't too terribly careful about the edges because it's not, that's not where the data is. But yeah, cool little light show. Yeah, let's pop this bad boy in. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't do anything. You might have to put it in a music player, like a CD player. Oh, it is a music CD. It's just like heavy metal stuff. Like there's a character called like Axel, and you know it's making fun of like Axl Rose. There's a character called Potemkin, and I keep playing as him. It's kind of standard fare, generic rock. It's like the stock music photos of rock. Let's see what the second song sounds like. Pretty good for a mini CD. There was like a mini CD that came with one of my other Dreamcast games, and it was like forgettable. It was like was it Revive? It had like a little CD, and it was like storybook time for Japanese school children. For what that's worth. It's kind of a slower version of the previous song. I think it's just like 2 tracks, right? That's it, just 2 tracks of this. So, interesting. Yeah, I think this was later ported to other systems after the fact, but it was only released in Japan back when Dreamcast was in its heyday. So, yeah, is this demo mode now? Apparently it is, yes. I like May. I think she's a little pirate girl, yeah. She's got good move sets, you know. I could pull off better moves. Ironically enough, I say that I don't like playing as female characters. As a general rule, yes, that's true. But, you know, my moods change. Attitudes change. Things are in flux. Yeah, arcade. That's pretty much all that you got offered. That's all you really want to do, I think. I figure arcade mode is just as good as training. All you gotta do is just keep playing it, right? Now, for this review, I was talking about May. I think you can pick a different color. No, I selected with Y, and I think I'm stuck with that orange costume. Character number 10. They're numbered. That's cool. I just like that she can like summon dolphins and whatnot. If you have never played Guilty Gear games, this is a very awesome little introduction to the series. I'm not sure if the brightness is too bright. I've noticed it's been kind of popping with that Cool Tune review. I think I switched her costume from orange to white, or off-white. Must be her wedding day. Off-white. Well, she's probably like 12 years old in the game, so that's kind of gross. The backgrounds are great. I love it. Makes me think of like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I think they're holding up a piece of an attraction. Not Roller Coaster Tycoon, but Roller Coaster Dreams. which I played a little bit of the other day. I just check out other people's parks. The novelty wears thin on that one, but I really thought that game has a lot of hilarity to it. Some of the rides for Roller Coaster Dreams are just crazy, like that zombie room that you go in. So yeah, if you like fighting games, I think the Guilty Gears series is just hectic, frenetic, and fun. Colorful. It has its own unique little charm to it. It's cool. I think Sega bought Sammy out or something, because I think that there's been some games by Sega Sammy. But I'm just button mashing, you know how I do. I always pick the same characters. I never really pick some bland people, but the guy with the paper bag on his head, I pick him a lot. And there's this guy named Potemkin. I think he's like Russian or something, but he's a beast. I'm not really that great with him. Yeah, I picked arcade mode, but I want to show you different characters, so I'm just going to get out of this. It would be interesting to see what the end bosses look like. I typically just never get far into the game where I see what the boss looks like. Unless I totally get into the game, and that's, I don't know, for fighting games, I don't know. Title. Yeah, I was talking earlier about how I think it's annoying how females are fluid in their sexuality, and there's all that feminist man-hating and stuff, and I'm kind of watching more MGTOW content, and it really is bad out there. I saw this one insightful video about how if you have lack of confidence, it's because confidence is kind of a fallacy anyway, because it's just kind of confidence is kind of like a false front. So it's just like a mask or something, and it's, you already know if you're attractive enough to attract a mate. So if you know that you can attract a woman, you can set out and do that, but you also know if you can't. I was talking about Potemkin. I kind of want to pick somebody that I don't normally pick just to see. This guy's so weird, I have to pick him. I selected with the B button this time. Let's see what color his suit is. Faust, with his one eye out of a paper bag. If you were to remove that paper bag, your brain would implode. Same stage. Doesn't matter though. Yeah, this guy's crazy. He's the Q of the game. He's that weird guy. As you can tell, he is insane. I don't like it when they taunt, when you push a button and it's just taunting. It's like there's no point to that button. But yeah, just showing off Guilty Gear, man. I'm not getting crazy into the game. I'm just kind of showing it off. I like it. It's a really good game to play with friends. Crowd pleaser. It's one of those. It might not stick out like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or Third Strike or some of the others. It kind of blends in with the rest of them, but I don't know, it's kind of got enough character that it's its own thing. And it's a worthy addition to any import game collection, I think. Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins, y'all. Yeah, it was crazy that Guardians of the Galaxy characters were in the Avengers movie. I like how they tied all that stuff up. I wonder if people are getting burned out about the superhero movies. Nobody wants to see those DC movies, even though there are people who are kind of vocal about it. They're like, yeah, I've seen it, but they'll see any movie. Anyway, you've seen this guy's moveset for the most part. Yeah, let's pick like one or two more people and then just call the shots. How we do. That's how we do.
now I was talking about Potemkin. I just want to be the people who I talk about. I wish that the costume would change, like when you select it, because I hit the Y button and I wonder what his little neck piece is going to be. I think it can be either blue or red. Obviously, it was red in the character select screen, but just kind of have it just has a rock and roll type thing. I think there's this guy named Axel. Oh, okay. He looks awesome. Yeah, this game kind of has a goth undertones. It kind of reminds me of Vampire Chronicle, and I talked about that recently. Yeah, there's some really cool, Japanese exclusive games for the Dreamcast that only got released in Japan, but I'm pretty sure you can get this game on PS2 or 3 or whatever. I'm the big blue guy, unless there's any confusion. Yeah, it doesn't say, like, the traditional stuff. Like, it doesn't say KO, it says slash, so it's cool. I jump a lot when I fight, I wonder if that's because I just wiggle the D-pad. I'm just not as good as I think I am, but, I move the buttons so randomly that the computer can't really handle it, at least for the first few stages, so it's like I know that I'm not good, but I don't have to be, really. When it gets super hard, I give up, but depending on the game, I just keep, I put the game down, then I come back to it, when I'm in a better mood, and then when I've kind of sorted out in my subconscious. Alright, let's do one more character. I either soft reset just now. It didn't catch, so I just did it again. I just progressed without the soft reset recognizing. I was about to say, where's his little neck piece? Okay, apparently my luck with soft resets not really in the works, not in the star formations at the moment. Do you guys believe that certain souls belong in different constellations, different little solar systems and stuff like that? I'm open-minded, I think so. I mean, that would explain why people are so drastically different. But 75% of the world's population is just extroverts, and the powers that be just want you to... let's do random and see if it gives me something... okay, yeah. I'm glad it gave me just a random character just now, because it saved me a second of mulling it over. What's the point of those little fans that people carry around in Japan, Paris, and there's no building like that in Paris whatsoever. Girl. Yeah, for a 2D fighter, this is really top tier stuff. I want to give it a 10, and I don't know, I kind of feel like it's enjoyable, a lot, it's cool, it's a fighting game, it's pretty sufficient, it's pretty awesome, the characters are awesome, just, there's nothing about this game that's like terribly bland, it's pretty cool. It's a good game series to get into, and I think that it's good to just kind of throw into the mix. Yeah. I guess for the sake of this review, I'll give it a 10. I mean, why not? It's pretty awesome. It's got some high-octane music. It kind of has its own little vibe going. It's got its own little character. It's got its own thing. I like the stained glass window that's, like, busted in the background. That's cool. Awesome backgrounds, like I said, and colorful animations. This game's great. I'll just give it a 10. Why not? Magic. Abracadabra. So yeah, 10 out of 10. I totally recommend. It's good, you know, fighting games on the Dreamcast. Most of them are just stellar, you know. Psychic Force 2012 is an exception, of course, but yeah. Right on. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.